Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Guillermo Ochoa. Francisco Guillermo Ochoa Magana, commonly referred to as Memo, is a Mexican footballer who plays as a goalkeeper for Spanish club Malaga and the Mexico national team. Ochoa made his debut for America in 2004 in a league match against Monterrey. He won his first league title in 2005, and was the club's first-choice goalkeeper up until 2011, making over 200 appearances for America. That summer Ochoa was transferred to Ajaccio in France. He spent 3 seasons with the club until their relegation from Ligue 1. In 2014, Ochoa joined Malaga, but failed to establish himself in the team. In July 2016, he joined Granada on a season-long loan. A Mexican international since 2005, Ochoa received his first cap at age 20 during a friendly match against Hungary. Ochoa was Mexico's starting goalkeeper in the 2014 FIFA World Cup, being chosen twice as man of the match, and the 2009 and 2015 editions of the CONCACAF Gold Cup, which Mexico won. He was also included in the squads for the 2006 and 2010 World Cups, the 2007 CONCACAF Gold Cup, and was originally in the 2011 CONCACAF Gold Cup before being suspended from the competition due to false doping allegations. America. Guillermo Ochoa made his debut with America during the Clausura 2004 tournament against Monterrey, being only 18 years old when called up by coach Leo Bean-Hacker. Ochoa quickly demonstrated his skill and talent in goal, and the young goalkeeper was thrust into the spotlight to replace injured veteran Adolfo Rios. He would then share the starting job with Rios after he recovered from his aforementioned injury. When the Apertura 2004 tournament began, Ochoa was thought to be the heir apparent to Rios, who had retired. However, new coach Oscar Ruggeri brought new goalkeepers with him, among them Argentine Sebastián Saja. Ruggeri's stay at the club was marred by controversy and unpopular decisions. He was fired after only 6 games into the season, and Ochoa was soon reinstated by new coach Mario Carrillo. Since then, he has started every game for Club America barring incidents involving injuries and national team duty. Under Carrillo, Ochoa won his first championship with America following the Clausura 2005 season. He also won the 2005 Campeón de Campeones Cup and the 2006 CONCACAF Champions Cup with America. In October 2007, Ochoa was named in France Football's list of candidates for the Ballon d'Or, being one of only 3 players named to not play in Europe. Ochoa would start 2008 in great form, helping America win the Interliga tournament with excellent performances, most notably in the group match against Monaco's Morelia, where he saved a late penalty kick, and América's 1-0 lead. In the winter of 2010, there was much speculation by various sources in England as to where Ochoa would move to for the 2011-12 season. English newspaper Metro reported that Manchester United were keen on signing Ochoa. It was also reported by the Daily Mail that Ochoa was handed a trial with Fulham. This was later denied by Fulham manager Mark Hughes, and Club America later issued a statement saying the deal fell through due to conditions set by Fulham. Guillermo Ochoa's last season with America was the Clausura 2011, which ended with a quarter-final defeat to Monaco's Morelia. 2011-12 season. On 4 July 2011, Ochoa signed a 3-year contract, with an additional 1-year option, with the recently promoted Ajaccio. Ochoa played in his first 2 friendlies with Ajaccio against Bordeaux, losing 1-2, and against Real Sociedad, losing 0-4. He made his official club debut on 5 August 2011 against Toulouse, losing 0-2. On 18 and 21 December, Ajaccio won 2 games in a row, with Ochoa keeping 2 consecutive clean sheets. His third clean sheet in total of the season. Ochoa also contributed in 3-0 victory against Étoile Fréjus Saint-Raphaël in the Coupe de France. On 14 January 2012 he helped Ajaccio with a 2-1 victory over Auxerre. And on 21 January he played against Valenciennes in a 2-1 victory which put Ajaccio out of the relegation zone since the start of the season. Ajaccio won its 6th game, with Ochoa in a 2-1 home win against Dijon. For the last game of the season, Ajaccio needed a win against Toulouse to get out of the relegation zone. Ochoa started and played 90 minutes against Toulouse, and helped Ajaccio win 2-0 to stay in the Ligue 1. Ochoa finished his first season with 8 clean sheets, 43 saves and 151 blocks. Unfortunately, he also finished the Ligue 1 season with 59 goals conceded, making him, along with Caen goalkeeper Alexis Thébault, the most scored on keeper of the season. 2012-13 season. On 1 July, Ajaccio's club president Alain Orsoni announced that Ochoa would stay for the 2012-13 season amidst rumoured interest from clubs such as Fenerbahce and Sevilla. But neither the clubs nor Ochoa's manager could come to a solid agreement. On the 11th of August, Ochoa started and played against Nice in a 1-0 away win for their first game and win for the season. On the 19th of August, Ochoa played in Ajaccio's 0-0 draw at home against Paris Saint-Germain, in which he played a big part by keeping a clean sheet. In the third match of the season, Ochoa played 60 minutes against Valenciennes, in which he had to be substituted out due to a collision with a teammate. Ajaccio lost the match 0-3. Ochoa finished the season with 12 clean sheets. 2013-14 season. Ochoa started in Ajaccio's first game of the season on the 11th of August 2013 against Saint-Étienne. Ajaccio lost the match 0-1. On the 18th of August, Ochoa played all 90 minutes against Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes, with Ajaccio taking an early 1-0 advantage. Though an Edinson Cavani goal in the 86th minute cost Ajaccio a famous victory, instead having to settle for a 1-1 draw. Ochoa's performance was praised, with many noting that the Mexican had saved 12 of the 39 total shots by PSG. On the 18th of January 2014, Ochoa played his 100th match in Europe in Ajaccio's 0-2 away loss to Nice, following a 1-2 defeat to Bastia on the 20th of April. Ajaccio were officially relegated to the Ligue 2 after spending 3 years in the top flight. Ochoa played his final match with the club on the 17th of May in a 1-3 defeat to Saint-Étienne. After announcing his departure officially, the club bid farewell to Ochoa in an open letter on social media. 2014-15 season. Ochoa signed a 3-year contract with La Liga club Malaga on 1 August 2014. Despite having participation with the club during the pre-season, Ochoa had not made any Liga appearances, with Carlos Kameni being manager Javi Gracia's first-choice goalkeeper. On 3 December, Ochoa played his first competitive game for Malaga, in a 1-1 Copa del Rey draw against Deportivo de La Coruña. in the following league game against the same team. 3 days later, he was again back on the substitutes bench. By early November, media speculation linked Ochoa with a possible January move to Liverpool in a £4 million deal, while rumours continued to flourish, and Mexico manager Miguel Herrera expressed displeasure with his first-choice goalkeeper receiving limited playing time. No move had materialized by the end of the January transfer window, with Malaga expressing they were pleased to retain Ochoa, adding that the player had been a professional. Ochoa was ranked 7th in the IFFHS's list of the world's best goalkeepers for 2014. Grenada Loan. On the 22nd of July 2016, Granada CF announced they had acquired Ochoa on a season-long loan. He made his league debut on the 20th of August in a 1-1 draw against Villarreal. Ochoa is set to be a free agent at the end of the 2016-17 season due to his contract ending with Malaga. In May 2017, Ochoa broke the record for the most goals conceded in a single La Liga season, when he conceded his 79th and 80th goals in a loss to Osasuna. The record, set by Salamanca goalkeeper Ignacio Azpurua in 1995-96, had previously stood at 78 goals for a single campaign. Ochoa was, however, the goalkeeper with the most saves across the top 5 leagues in Europe. He ultimately conceded 82 goals as Granada were relegated to the Segunda Division, having only won 4 matches for the season. International career. On the 14th of December 2005, at the age of 20, Guillermo Ochoa made his debut for the Mexico national team in a friendly match against Hungary, which Mexico won 2-0. Ochoa was called up by coach Ricardo Lavolpe for the 2006 FIFA World Cup as the third-choice goalkeeper. Newly appointed manager Hugo Sanchez called Ochoa into the national side as a deputy to Mexico's then number 1, Oswaldo Sanchez. He was a part of the squad which finished runner-up at the 2007 CONCACAF Gold Cup. He also played for Mexico at the 2007 Copa América, most notably in the 2-0 victory over Brazil, with Ochoa being praised for his performance. Ochoa won the 2009 CONCACAF Gold Cup with Mexico. He started in every match, including the final against the United States. He made his 2010 World Cup qualification debut on the 28th of March 2009 against Costa Rica. Ochoa made the final 23-man cut for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, but was controversially named backup goalkeeper to veteran Oscar Perez. During the 2011 CONCACAF Gold Cup, Ochoa, along with 4 other members of the Mexico national team, tested positive for the banned substance clenbuterol and were withdrawn from the team's tournament squad. All players were later acquitted by the Mexican Football Federation, and the results were blamed on contamination of meat, with the ingestion of clenbuterol considered non-intentional. However, the World Anti-Doping Agency appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport to request a ban. But on the 12th of October 2011, WADA withdrew the request after the full file was available for them. On the 9th of May 2014, Ochoa was named in Mexico's 23-man squad for the 2014 World Cup. He started in Mexico's opening match against Cameroon on the 13th of June, which ended in a 1-0 victory for Mexico. The match was Ochoa's debut in a World Cup, having been called up for the previous 2 tournaments, but failing to appear in a match. On the 17th of June, in the second group stage match against hosts Brazil, Ochoa made 4 notable saves. including one following a powerful header from Neymar that helped secure a 0-0 draw, immediately drawing comparisons to Gordon Banks' famed 1970 World Cup save against Pelé. Ochoa was named man of the match, earning praise from many, including Brazilian head coach Luis Felipe Scolari. Ochoa himself commented on his performance, saying, "It was the match of my life. To do it in a World Cup, in front of all the fans. It's incredible." Ochoa conceded one goal in the group stage, in the 3-1 victory against Croatia that qualified Mexico for the round of 16. Ochoa started in Mexico's knockout game against the Netherlands, in which he made several crucial saves to hold on to Mexico's 1-0 advantage. However, the Dutch went on to win 2-1 with a controversial penalty at the 91st minute. Ochoa's performance was praised, and he was named man of the match for a second time. Personal life. In 2006, Ochoa dated Mexican actress, singer, and songwriter Dulce Maria. The pair split a year later. After his move to France, he began dating Mexican model Carla Mora. On the 8th of February 2013, the couple gave birth to a girl, Luciana, in Corsica. The couple welcomed their second child, a son, on the 1st of April 2015. One day after Ochoa's national team teammate Andrés Guardado's son was born. Ochoa chooses to play internationally with the jersey number 13, after his birthday on the 13th of July. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.